Today we're going to be going over the common clover. I'm B.
I'm Jay.
This
and
is Z.
Let's get into clover. Bazinga! Here we are again today with Natural Living with us. Today we are going over the common... Cut? Can somebody cut that? I'm dropping it. Today we are going over the common clover. We're going to give you plenty of looks at this puppy. What I've got right here in my hand is white clover specifically. Same family, slight differences. We'll go over a few of those. One of the main differences is, and this one, get ready. This is a big one. White clover is white and red clover is red. Red clover you can eat fresh. That's how I eat it. I like to eat all my stuff fresh. Pick it. I should say you should rinse it off. I don't. I like it. Anyway, I pick it, I drink it, I pick it, I eat it. I love it. I'm telling you right now, clover is so good. It is such a good person. I would take a bullet for clover. You can also fully dry this. You can eat it dry, be more like an herb in that instance. Lots of folks say that boiling the flower itself makes it better. That's mostly true because some of them can have kind of a knot in the middle. That knot can be a little chewy unless it's boiled. The red clover is a little bit more sweet. When I eat a white clover, I kind of just get a planty taste, kind of neutral. When I eat a red clover, it tastes much sweeter. If you make a tea, which again is to boil your water, to steep it over your clovers, about a half hour, strain the clover out, drink it. And when you do that with red clover, you get a sweeter tea than you would with the white clover. Both very good though. Contains a compound in it known as biocanin. Biocanin is a cancer fighting agent. And so that's one of its nice, wonderful uses. And then as mentioned by B, it's also, it regulates hormone imbalance. Not to say, disclaimer. We know that no woman has a hormone imbalance and that she never freaks out. Everything is perfectly calm and wise, and I apologize for misunderstanding. Now that we got that out of the way, let's move on. Man, you want to find some great stuff in clover? Listen to this. Grab yourself a clover flower. Bang, clover flower. And listen up and listen good. Calcium, chromium, magnesium, niacin, phosphorus, potassium, thiamine, vitamin C, isoflavones. It is loaded. Always remember, you can take a clover leaf and or flower and toss it in your salad just like it is. You can boil that puppy up. The leaves are excellent. The leaves are high in protein. Now most people tend to, I still got a clover in my ear. What's that doing there? Oh, the leaves are very high in protein. The leaves are very good. The leaves are kind of greeny, salady. They don't taste as good as the flowers. The flowers are the sought after portion.
Clover has many different benefits. It helps with diabetes, protects against cancer, reduces menopause symptoms.
Disclaimer. We know that no woman has a hormone imbalance and that she never freaks out. Everything is perfectly calm and wise, and I apologize for misunderstanding.
Prevents bone loss, heals wounds, healthy cardiovascular system, aids fertility. Red clover also is an excellent blood purifier, helps improve skin condition, boosts liver health, and eases arthritis. It helps with good mental health, prevents hair loss.
Baldness? Hey. Dude, it does not work by rubbing it on your shiny, silky, bald head. No, I had a particular itch and it was the right coarseness. He's silly.
and pain relief.
Today we are going over the clover, and if we're lucky, we'll have a great day. We're gonna go out and we're gonna check out white clover. If we're lucky, we'll find some of that. We're gonna check out red clover. If we're lucky, we'll find some of that. And if we're lucky, you guys will subscribe to the channel. And today, I'm feeling lucky. Take a walk with me as we check out the common clover. Everyone should keep in mind, certainly, that foraging is not for a survivalist necessarily. Foraging is not just for someone who has experienced some kind of end of the world and we're all starving. Foraging is for the casual person who is looking to supplement their diet, looking to add vitamins, looking to eat some munch, delicious, having to go to the stinking COVID grocery store without having to deal with the masses, without having to see a bunch of people, without having to pay up the buns. Free food, free vitamins. Have you been to the store lately? Have you priced vitamins? Let me tell you, that store right there's got them on discount, and the discount's free. Oh, I'm so lucky. Look at this over here. Okay, here we are at my neighbor's house. He was kind enough to let us pop over here to his beautiful home right on the river here because his yard happens to be not so much a yard in grass as it is clover and clover flowers. So look at all these beautiful blossoms going across here. Come on. If anyone's ever curious if they can find clover around, well, let me tell you, yes, you can find clover around. Some people have an entire lawn made of clover, okay? And the reason I'm kind of showing it at my land and at my neighbor's land and actually in yards and on property is because I want to show how convenient this is. And we're trying to cover foods that maybe the majority of folks would be able to find. So, let's get down here. Most everything that you're seeing in this video here is clover. Now, obviously, this is grass that you're seeing coming up in between. This is all clover. Clover often has this characteristic triangle. Let me grab this puppy here. Obviously, 3 and even 4 leaves you're going to find. 4-leaf clover obviously is a lucky find, right? I'm feeling lucky. So it has the characteristic 3-leaf design in it. But what you're also commonly going to find is that little triangle, that little diamond looking thing in the center there, which makes an arrow on a single leaf. Sometimes this is even more pronounced on red clover, and what we're looking at here is white clover. We are going to show you red clover. Now, this is not to be confused with wood sorrel in our last video. If you hold a single piece of wood sorrel, it's going to kind of look like this. But keep in mind that the wood sorrel is going to be heart-shaped. Each leaf heart-shaped, where you do not see a heart shape here. Okay, this is clover, white clover. Let's take a look at the difference from the last video. Can you tell? What do we have here? Wood sorrel. How do I know it's wood sorrel? Because man, it's not only dear to my heart, it's 3 times dear to my heart. And what do we have here on the right? Right here, we have clover. And how do we know it's clover? Well, because it's pointing right to the obvious with the little arrow. But for real, you can see the difference here. Clover, wood sorrel. All right, here we are across the street from my neighbor's house. He has just got a treasure trove here. I'm very, very, very envious of his treasure trove. What do we have here? What's this? What's this? What is that? What is that giant thing? That is red clover. Red clover is in the same family. It is clover. It is the same thing as white clover, but it's like its big brother. Red clover is much larger. To me, the blossoms of red clover taste sweeter and taste better. Maybe that's just because there's more of them. More of them. All right, we can see here red clover leaves. Let's just back up here. See all these red clover blossoms? See how beautiful that is? Here's your red clover blossom. It's gonna look a lot like white clover. It just, for some reason, they seem to be a little more perfectly round, a little more well-shaped. You can see here the clover leaves. Let me give you an example. Red clover leaf. A little bit thinner, a little less oval shape to them, a little bit more fur on them, but you see the characteristic triangle. See that white arrow on the leaf there? Got the same thing. When you get into this red clover here, you start to see that white arrow pretty well on the leaves. And you know you've got red clover. These are my favorite blossoms. I like. When I'm walking across the bridge to go have some fun, I eat red clover. When I'm kicked back in a nice lawn chair, doing a little swimming at the lake or at the river, I eat red clover. Sometimes I'm just sitting in the recliner watching TV and I'm like, let's eat some red frickin' clover. Out for a stroll. Red clover. I'm feeling a little parched. People are like, you're weird. You eat red clover? And I'm like, red clover, white clover. Red clover, white clover, send nutrition right over. Yes, sir. And so we've gone over some of the benefits of clover. We've been a little silly. So let's go ahead and move forward, keeping a lot of the silly. So moving into identification. You know, it's one of my favorite parts. So let's take a look at a lot of clover and see what she looks like. Shh. Quiet. Look. A baby clover was just born. We're gonna have to get him some mittens so he doesn't scratch his eyes. Oh, you stay right there. Let me get you a binky. This is the more typical type you'll go out and just pull and use more often and consume if you can. You can get quite a bit of leaves out of one little bunch of clover. Several cups without destroying the source. And we always want to leave a source. For example, when we take some, and this is red clover here, we take about that much from an entire patch at once. We'll do a little tea. Here's a close-up. You can see the clover is made of many different nodes on one central point, making the flower with a long stem. The leaves themselves also are going to be on a central stem leading up to the 3 or sometimes 4 leaves. Here's a large patch where you could easily harvest and leave a lot at the source. Looking at a side view, you can see this has a wonderful plethora of flowers. Here are the central stems leading up to flowers, as well as leaves. So keep an eye out for those white flowers around your yard. Taking a closer look, we've got an example of a pretty flower here with the nodes. Here you've got an example of a couple leaves, 3 leaves with the diamond shape. And here's a close-up. Here again, the central stem and the bottom of the leaf. And again, central stem and the bottom of the leaf. It's a typical size. Right here's a nice look at the inner structure of the leaf. And again, a long stem and flower. Keep in mind, you will always see these many nodes on one central point. This is going to wrap up our clover section of natural living, but let's just totally take that again. You can't even do videos. This guy, he's got to edit like 50 times. Please subscribe to Natural Living with Us. Please subscribe. Share it with your friend. Share it on Facebook. Like, follow, subscribe. Subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to the channel. Natural Living with Us. Natural Living with Us. Till next time, keep natural living with us.